Thank you for driving over from Blues Creek?
Blues Creek.
Blues Creek. I was thinking Blues Creek. That's a different place.
Are they different places?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I gotta Google it, dang it.
Bob knows. He's been over there.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows Blues Creek is, isn't that Campbell College?
Yeah, but
Yep.
not Blues Creek.
Blues Creek is
Bellows Creek.
Bellows Creek. Oh, yeah, that's Greensboro. Totally.
Yes, that's it.
Well, Sam, you've been here before. You know we like to just jump in and play a song. So whatever you'd like to play, we'd love to hear.
Well, I'm going to start with an older one of mine.
So should we?
It's called The Clank of Romance.
Ah, yes.
Feels good. Feels fine. You're smiling half the time. I'm thinking maybe that's enough. We should get on with it and fall in love. You might make me laugh, that's alright. You make me cry. It's more than just a chance that you give. Comes around that long dark night when we need some kind of cure. That clank of romance makes us both crazy. Hold me close, hold me tight. We'll forget about that stupid little fight. Are you thinking that maybe it makes sense? Get on with it. Get off that fence. You might make me laugh, that's alright. You make me cry, sure. There's more than just a chance that I'll taste. When it comes around that long dark night, we need some kind of cure. That clank of romance makes us both crazy. On the one hand, on the other hand, what else can we do? Try to live between them. You might make me laugh, that's alright. You make me cry. There's more than just a chance that we get fixed. When it comes around that long dark night, when we need some kind of cure, that clank of romance makes us both go crazy. That clank of romance makes us both go crazy. That clank of romance makes us both go crazy.
Yes, sir. Sam Frazier live here in the studio playing a Sam Frazier classic.
That's me.
You are classic.
Oh boy.
Sam, as we were sitting around over across the street at Yonder, waiting for the show, we were talking about things, and you said that you've continued to write during these unusual times.
Yeah. Well, I was in thanks to Wes Collins, I was in a songwriter group on Facebook called the Tunesmiths for about 3.5.
Are these things where we've heard other people talk about these? Are these one of those where they give you prompts, or
Yeah.
how's it work?
At the beginning, the first day of the month, a different person in the group gives a prompt, and you have a month to come up with something. And it's the prompt isn't an idea; it's just a word phrase, and you don't have to finish the song, but you have to have something by the end of the month, or you're out. You have one mulligan a year.
What counts as something?
Well, I had a bunch of a verse and a chorus or something.
Is there something to show that you're trying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in fact, I have a couple of songs I'd like to do sometime today that they were all last minute songs. I always waited till the last minute, and I came up with a couple of songs that were very short, but I really thought they were complete songs. So happy with it.
Over your long songwriting career, is that generally how you work, where it's pretty quick for you?
Oh, no. It's not quick. That's one of the things about this group is it used to just be wallowing and self-pity and inebriation. That's was my process. And once all that was over with, I was having trouble actually writing songs. So this prompt idea really good. And just enough pressure to come up with something. I got confidence that I could do that. When something meant more to me, then I would come up with something better. But I can always come up with something.
Well, hopefully we'll hear one or two of those during the show tonight, as you alluded to. But whatever you'd like to play next, that would be great.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll do this one next. And I'll do it before I tell you what the prompt was, if I can remember. But
we'll guess.
I like this game.
It started out as supposed to be a co-write with another person in the group, and we got together and talked via virtual technology, and we some of the things he said to me informed what I started writing about, and we didn't end up writing together, but without that conversation, it would be a song. So it's called Coast to Coast. Standing on the shore, ain't much beach left anymore. No place to hide, just you and me and the tide, till we join the other ghosts. Up and down the coast, all the way from the Colonel to the Suffocating Bay, dancing for Royal Enfields, kids and home.
Oh, damn! That hits hard, doesn't it?
So, Kim, what was the prompt?
Yeah, me too.
Zooming in.
That has to be a word that you heard.
It has to, okay.
It has to be a word.
Yeah, that's all.
Heard.
It's not an idea.
Okay.
The prompt has to be in the song.
Okay, could you play it again?
I'm gonna go with. I'll just go with. I'll go with Coast.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Well, you took it in an interesting direction.
It is. I've noticed about your songwriting that I know it's not all of your songs, but the songs that hit for me are songs of minutia. We have songwriters who do the 10,000-foot view. They do their really big metaphors, and your songs walk us through moments, just like that one did. They zoom in really tight on the moment. And I always wonder, is that your preference? Is that just your default, how you see the world and how you translate it for us?
Well, I think that's interesting because I think that is how I see it. And especially with songs, I think capturing them is the best I can do. The large ideas are a little out of my league.
Speaking of capturing moments, I eulogized my father back on sometime late December, and I used the phrase many times, "Welcome here," and it was very specifically a reference to your song because that song really spoke to me at that time,
That'd be good.
and I think the people listening to me kind of got the gist of it as well. And if y'all haven't heard Sam Frazier's "Welcome Here," you should go find it. It is a great song.
Well, I'll play it a little later if you want.
Sam, the website
Okay.
is samfrazier.com. So
Yeah, I looked out there.
You really did.
You try to get a Venmo, and you ain't going to get your name without a number.
That's interesting. You know Lizzie Ross, Violet Bell. She plays by now. She owns LizzieRoss.com, and she told me that because her father registered it when she was 5 years old.
Ah, well done.
before there was the internet, he just had vision.
I think it was very early in
Early
internet
on,
days.
got there.
Well, I don't really like to talk about the songs too much before I play them because I want you to hear them. But what was one of the things interesting to me about that last one was Coast was the prompt, and I thought about disappearing coasts and all that. And when I talked to my supposed partner on that song, he was talking about dissolution of a relationship.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
So that they both went into that song.
Yeah, the whole Rancid Seafoam thing.
Hmm.
That was yeah, obviously pointing to some turmoil.
Yeah, well, I thought that was pretty provocative.
Yeah. So what do we got next?
Okay, well, here's a song. Here's another thing that's happened. Songs from years ago, decades ago, finished or favorite. So this group, I forgot. Not sure what the prompt was, but it was in the old song. So I got out this old song which I liked a lot of and finished it. It's a friend of mine used to work with children in choirs,
Oh,
and she used to tell me about her experience with it. And I used to be a kid in the choir, so saw both sides of that thing. So that's what this song's called. We Can Sing. Straight from the pool, we're all a little down. So come on in, by God, I used to know it looks like Sunday school, but it's more like summer camp. We'll sing, 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 we can sing, sing and sing, we can sing, sing, sing. Benjamin and Anne-Marie, Grace and Sam, pick your music up off of the floor. Just before you all cut loose, just take a big old breath. Sing and sing and sing, and you can sing, sing and sing. You can sing and sing and sing more. Sign 'em up by early spring, line 'em up in rows. Find the ones who just can't hold the tune. Spread 'em out strategically in good time for the show. Oh, you know it's always showtime soon. When have voices for. Can't you feel that hallelujah bouncing on the wall? We sing and sing and sing and we can sing and sing. We'll sing and sing and sing and we'll sing and sing and sing and we can sing and sing. We'll sing and sing a little more.
Sam Frazier. Live here in the Past Ahead Studios. I really like the lyric at the very beginning of that song where you say it looks like church, but it feels like summer camp or something along those lines. That just sets the tone for the whole rest of the song. And
Right.
it's perfect.
I appreciate it. That was from a long time ago. Wrote that. And then I got a bunch of names of students I was really have. Benjamin and Henry, at the time I had. And put those in that second verse. I don't know. It turned out well. It lay around for years and years, and then when it's time, I finished.
What possessed you to pick something back up after all that time?
Well, in this case, I had a folder with a lot of these songs that I wrote way back. And most of it's just, like I said, it's wrong. But this was good, I thought. It just needed to be fixed up.
It's great how you brought it home and how it seemed unified, even though the writings were many years apart.
Yeah, I couldn't have picked up what was decades old and what was last week.
Yeah. Well, good. It's good.
Well, I'm not a professional songwriter. Maybe you guys could pick that up.
I'm offering you kudos for having a notebook, because now with electronics, we have a drive, and people may not check their drive like they should.
What is it really? No, I said folder. And,
yeah.
It's on the computer.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't then, but I put it on.
Nice.
Because I find it very easy to organize that.
Way easier than paper.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Well, Sam, we want to talk about an event that's coming up tomorrow, is it?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Me and my band, Sam Frazier and the Side Effects, will be at Doodad Farm tomorrow night. With Jim Ritchie is opening for us. Do you know Jim?
I don't know Jim. I've heard Jim's name.
Originally from Texas, and he's a fine songwriter.
Mm-hmm.
He has a song on the Gambler album by Rogers.
No kidding.
He's the real deal.
Wow.
He's a good guy, and he's gonna play some songs before we.
So we're starting at what time?
7.
Awesome.
Weather's going to be perfect.
Should
And
be beautiful.
How did you come to know the fine folks at a Doodad Farm?
I don't know if I reached out to Dean or he reached out to me. So Dean Driver.
Oh yeah.
I call him.
Double D.
But we just hit it off, and my band played out there. It's a good experience, and I got involved in not all of them, but most of the benefit shows.
Right.
We do once a year. We just did British Invasion.
I had to miss it. I had one of these things where I had triple booked, and I couldn't make it out to Greensboro.
It was good. A lot of folks came.
Yeah, we did have Gabby here in the studio Friday night before, because she never sleeps.
She was perfect. But yeah, and the Doodad is one of the best gigs we ever played. Was at the Doodad when we should have called it because it was supposed to rain, and it turned out to rain, and it was ridiculous weather. But my wife's family from all over the place was visiting, so they all came out and saw us. And these people that never see each other were dancing in the rain to my band, and it was glorious.
Oh, that's got to be a fun time.
Yeah, and
everybody go on Facebook, look up Doodad Farm. They'll show you where it is, which is just this side of Greensboro.
Yep.
Super easy to get to.
Right off the highway, and they always make you feel welcome out there. And
If you bring a chair, you bring some
Bring a cooler
beverages. If you have a friendly dog, bring your dog.
and a frisbee for the dog. And if you don't have a dog, there's one there for you.
There's one there for you.
always.
And never a cover charge. You just show up, and if you like the music, you throw some money in the tip jar. 100% of the money that goes into the tip jar goes to the band.
You
The venue
will
takes nothing.
You will like the music.
Oh, yeah, you will.
So, Sam, enjoying this tremendously. What do you have for us next?
Well, I'm going to do another one of those short songs. And then I'll go on to something. It's another prompt song that the last day of the month, feverishly sit down. But I like it, so it's called Garden. When your dreams take another, your sweet hope's bright. It all seems like chicken shit. Just spread it out real wide. For your only heart, light heart. And besides, it's good for the garden. It's really good for the garden.
I was expecting another verse.
Can we preface the farm report each
problem.
week with
We
that
should do
song?
that.
That is
We'll
a
grab that.
that is a good
That's
idea.
a good idea.
We're gonna have to pay Sam royalties. I think he's okay with that.
Sam, I saw an interview today, not an interview, monologue by, or whatever, Paul Simon, telling us about his new release, if you will, 7 Psalms that he was sleeping and had
It's
a
tremendous.
dream. Oh, is it out already?
Yep.
And is it real religious Jesus stuff?
It's very spiritual, seeking stuff. It's
Yeah.
someone contemplating the last portion of his life
Well,
in really thoughtful terms.
we can't relate to that.
No, not anybody here.
Hey, have you read his Malcolm Gladwell book?
No.
Yeah, him and Malcolm Gladwell. It's a book of conversations.
I did not
Oh
know
my
there was a book
gosh.
of him and Malcolm Gladwell.
It's outstanding.
Yeah,
I'll
well,
listen- I'll
I'm a
listen
fan of
to
Gladwell
it.
for sure.
Putting it on my list.
Well, he said that he was dreaming, and this voice told him, "You will write
Yep.
7 Psalms, something called 7 Psalms," and then each night for the next week or so, he'd wake up at 3 in the morning and have pieces of it. Do you wake up at 3 in the morning and have pieces of songs, or where is there any one mysterious place your songs come from?
I don't. They don't come from dreams.
I am the ghost of songs past.
Oh my gosh.
Wherever his come from, though, works for him.
Sure
I'm a
does.
huge fan. Well, like they used to come from just what I said before, just my situation, and now that they, there's how much time do we have? Well, let's no, we're not. We got.
You got another 35 minutes.
Well, okay. Before I joined this songwriters group, I would call it borrow other people's pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote a couple songs through this thing called the Healing Blues.
I think that's where I first heard your music was through the Healing Blues.
Could be
It was for homeless people in Greensboro, or with homeless people in
with
Greensboro.
homeless people.
Yeah.
Greensboro College, the Interactive Resource Center, hooked up musicians with homeless people. I did it 2 years in a row and came up with 2 songs. just, I mean, they were two completely different people. I met the first person and talked to him for a while. Second person, I just read an interview, listened to.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, you have to find a way to get inside that if you're going to write about it. I do.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy was kind of an angry guy that was just getting out of a substance abuse situation. The first thing he said on his interview was 7 out of 10 when we begin. 7 kids in the family now in college. So that's how I started the song.
Yeah, that's a lyric right there.
It is. So I'll do that one. So this is him. This is this guy's life, not my life. Except for crisscrosses a little bit. For a 5-year-old body cast, they gathered round the table, but did nothing for me. Wrapped underneath the Christmas tree, and I'm 7 family diversified. Baby, you my brother, but you ain't my friend. There's no place to go. It's what you believe is true. Started off, this is what we're gonna do. I reach across the table and smack you down. We can go around and around and around. 7, 10, then you wanna go outside. You ain't my brother and you ain't my friend. There's no place to hide. 7 out of 10 when we begin. Then you wanna go outside. You ain't my brother and you ain't my friend. And there's no place to hide. Yeah. Well, my feet sail till your hair turns gray. Or we have work till that lucky day. When they reach across the table and squeeze your hand. And look you in the eye like they understand your 7 out of 10. When you begin, hope you can make it outside. You can take it to your heart, you can take it on the chin, but there's no place to hide. 7 out of 10. I hope you can make it outside. You can take it to your heart, you can take it on the chin, but there's no place to hide. Yeah.
Everybody, we are enjoying our time here on Pass the Hat with Sam Frazier so much, and we are encumbered because it is the top of the hour to share with you that this is WHUP LP Hillsborough, and we're so fortunate to have an hour two sponsor, Bob.
That's right. Sam Frazier, you see that little ribboned box over by your right elbow?
I do.
If you would mind holding that up and just,
Spokesmodel.
smiling the way you smile. Support for this second hour of Pass the Hat is sweetly provided by Matthew's Chocolates, 104 North Churton Street, Hillsborough, North Carolina, the finest in chocolate and chocolate accessories for all of your chocolate needs. And let's face it, we all have chocolate needs.
Oh, yeah.
Every guest on Pass the Hat gets a gift of chocolate from Matthew's Chocolates. Inside that box is just a bunch of chocolate wonderfulness. We don't know what it is. You'll know what it is when you open it up, and you can keep it all to yourself or share with whoever you want to share.
I'm sharing it with Kelly, my wife. She loves chocolate. I love chocolate.
It's going to be a good night because Matthew makes just fantastic chocolate. Y'all, 104 North Churton Street, walk in, check out Matthew's Chocolates, all kinds of wonderful stuff there. And we are, you said it, here with Sam Frazier, live here on Pass the Hat.
Everybody, all of our shows are recorded here at the station, the audio on WHUPFM.org. Go out there, click shows, scroll down, Pass the Hat. You'll see all of our shows from now 8 years and counting. Out there, over 1,000 shows, a whole bunch of them.
Some of them don't have names on them because I've been lazy for the past few weeks. I haven't put them on there, but I'll get it done.
I was done the heavy lifting on that, as well as over the last 2 or 3 years doing our video streaming, Bob Hotter, and tonight's show, as well as the others for the last couple of years since the great surprise. Bob, how do people find tonight's video?
At Whoop Pass the Hat, at WHUP Pass the Hat on all of your favorite streaming services. And your favorite streaming services are YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Again, that's at WHUP Pass the Hat. One word. You can find us there, find the live streams. YouTube and Facebook keep them forever. Twitch keeps them for 2 weeks.
So we've got a bunch of hundreds of videos out there.
Piles of them.
For your enjoyment. Sam, we want to get in as much of your fine music as we can, so if you'd be so kind.
Okay, let's see. Well, okay. Sometimes you write songs and they usually reach you more.
Yes.
I hope.
Yeah.
This is another song from Ruth. Yes, that girl.
All right.
If you're stranded on a stroll down memory lane, some cul-de-sac that you couldn't explain, that even now you just keep trying, 'cause you feel somehow you just been lied to. So, who else you gonna be? The story is you and the story is me, but I don't remember a goddamn thing about it. The story is you, the story ain't none of it true. So set yourself free, set yourself free. What else you gonna do? Who else you gonna be? Story. Some kind of closure, some kind of glow, some kind of something you should already know. By the time gray you search your beard from back in the day when you should have volunteered to be your very best self. It's who you wanna be, so skip step 2 and watch step 3 and dance on down to the jamboree. The story is you, the story is me, ain't none of it true. So set yourself free, set yourself free. What else you gonna do? Who else you gonna be when the story is me? Ain't none of it true. So set yourself free, set yourself free. What else you gonna do? Who else you gonna be when the story is you?
So did you win the songwriters circle with that song? Because that's a winner right there.
I like it.
I love that song. It's fun and it's playful, and the prompt was Memory Lane. Damn it!
Was it Story?
Good job.
2 for
Thanks.
2, Kim.
I think my students need to hear that song.
Yeah.
I do. Because that's exactly the negative stuff they get caught up in is the story. The narrative changes with teenagers and adolescents every day. And
Oh, but they're so wed to the story.
They are. And then they come in the next day and they've either forgotten about it or it's been extrapolated into something it wasn't even to begin with.
Right.
So I like that song because it's such a succinct way of saying, you know what, this doesn't. Just stop it. Calm down.
Yeah, right.
Does that work when you tell middle schoolers calm down?
Super does not. We don't do that. It does not do
It's
that.
not worked for me
Lighten
yet.
up, man.
Chill out. I have to. Your guitar playing and your guitar are beautiful. I was watching you play, and I had never noticed that you play with both. You flat pick, but you also involve your lower two fingers.
Yeah.
Which is very interesting. And the guitar itself, my gosh, the tone is just so beautiful. Where did you learn? Yeah. Oh, it's I see. It's a Gibson. How old is it?
It's 1954.
Oh, wow. So definitely a keeper.
Yeah.
How did you learn to play guitar like that?
Well, I learned to play with a pick, and then I learned how to do
The Travis picking?
and my picking technique is not really very correct, and my fingers are right there. So I just started doing it, and other people do it. It's a thing, but so a lot of people use thumb picks and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I mean, I can do that, and then I can just but it just grew out of being, well, I had a teacher early on in my life who said I have to change the way I pick if I was going to get somewhere, and I didn't do it. I wish I had, but I'd only been playing guitar for like 3 years at that. It seemed like a long time.
So it's ingrained. Kim, have you tried a thumb pick?
I like a thumb pick.
You do? I hate
John
it.
Shane turned me onto it.
They get stuck in there and you can't get them out.
I really like it. It made me more precise because I was getting sloppy and it was sounding muddy. So I could probably get away from it now because it made me to be
Well, as
more
long as you're
precise.
into it,
It's a good
stick with it.
tool, I think, to learn.
Yeah, it's a good sound.
Yeah.
People that do it well.
I even tried filing them down to where they can get like stuck under the string, just can't do it.
Yeah.
So kudos
You know
to
that
you.
dude, Nils Lofgren?
Oh yeah.
He plays with a thumb, and he plays like he'll grab it like it's a pick. It's on his thumb. He'll grab it like a pick, and also play it like a thumb pick. He blows my mind.
I have seen something like that. In fact, Kim, you were from there. There's a company called Black Mountain Picks.
Oh, yeah.
That I think it's spring loaded somehow, and I think it's on your thumb, but you can flip it down or hold it in your finger, so you get a flat pick, and then you let go, and it's a thumb pick.
Right.
It just looked like a brilliant invention.
We would like to hear some more of your brilliant songs, Sam. Can you play us another one?
Yeah. I'll do another one of these Toonsmith songs. This one I wrote with a guy that was in the group. This may still be Justin Farron.
Oh, I've heard that name. I don't think I've heard any of Justin Farron's music, though.
Man, he's the bomb. He's up there with Wes Collins.
I think that's where I heard his name.
Yeah, I bet, because Wes sings. And he was my partner that month, and we wrote the song together. Forgiveness, forgiveness, something to aspire. Forgiveness, forgiveness. Something for you. Forgiveness, forgiveness. Nothing really left. Forgiveness, forgiveness. Imagine putting down away. Let it get away. With you.
That first line, though,
Amen.
I want that on a T-shirt.
Sam Frazier, everybody. And Sam, I suppose that infinite number of ways it can work, but in this case, when you wrote that song with a partner, how does that happen? What do you do?
In that case, I wrote a big chunk of it and sent it to him. He said he liked it and added to it. And he's I wish I had the video of him playing it because he played guitar on it too. He's such a really good guitar player. And he's a great singer. He sings these high harmonies. It's just beautiful.
So he added words. He
added some words,
some chords, or a bridge.
He added the end, the total end still, which I really like. I never would have come up with it. He added a couple of lines. There aren't that many lines. It's like, repeated over and over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Those songs can be interesting mantras.
Yeah.
I think for us to sing them. One thing I've noticed about your songs too is that they're not easy. And what I mean by that is it seems like a lot of your songs, they may not have the happy ending, and we're not going to get out of them unscathed. Where does that come from?
Well, I think probably it comes from what I like. I just watched a little clip of Terry Gilliam.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking some smack about Steven Spielberg.
That seems unwise.
Well, he doesn't.
That's what the
You're beyond caring.
He was talking about Stanley Kubrick and Steven Spielberg, and it was very reductive. He was very reductive, but his point was Stanley Kubrick leaves you with stuff to think about.
Oh,
He
for
doesn't
sure.
answer any questions. Spielberg always answers questions.
Wraps it all up in
Yeah.
a tight package. Yeah.
I think there's probably a place for both of those things, and I love Spielberg, but I understood what he was talking
Oh, yeah, totally.
about. But and as far as what I like to read, I don't like paths and put out there for me. Some characters good and bad. Nobody's good.
Yeah, so don't preach too much about it. Just give you information and let you ride with it.
Yeah.
I can get that.
And, it never ceases to amaze me the stuff that people write knowing they have to sing it.
Mhm.
I mean, I know I'm going to have to sing these words, and I'm very serious about it. So I peel away all the stuff that I've written tonight.
Well, you mentioned earlier your partner having a fantastic voice, and I would posit that Sam Frazier has a fantastic voice.
Yeah.
Um, it's the way you sing it's we can feel emotion in it, we can feel realness in it, and you're telling us a story. And do you do anything to cultivate your voice, or is this just Sam Frazier's voice?
No, I don't do.
Just wake up in the morning and here I
I
am.
don't do anything. Sometimes I got it. Sometimes
Everybody, we told you about Doodad Farm tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Easy to get over there, and it's going to be a great evening. Sam, do you have recordings available
yeah.
out there on samfrazier.com?
I have on samfrazier.com and also on Bandcamp.
Hmm.
My band, Sam Frazier and the Side Effects. We have some stuff on Bandcamp.
We're wondering if it's Bandcamp Friday. We were wondering, Bob and I, looking at one another.
It's either the first or last Friday of the month, and I don't think we're either of those.
Okay.
But y'all, Bandcamp Friday, get out there and buy the music, and they waive fees. Everything goes to the artist.
Yep.
Well,
Sorry to interrupt.
As you're continuing to write, plans for more recording?
Yeah, man, I would love to do that. I mean, we during the COVID, the band, I recorded a couple of songs in our houses, our separate houses. Sent them to our friend Snooze to make some. Those things on Bandcamp.
And the band is Sam Frazier and the Side Effects.
And they came out really well. And I would like to do some more of that, and I would also like to just do a CD of just me doing this.
Yeah, me too. I would buy that CD.
Yeah.
Well, Bob might be able to figure out how to get tonight's show audio to you.
We have had other people turn that into a CD before.
And you can cut out all of our babbling and have yourself a CD right there.
It's awesome.
But I think we need to hear some more Sam Frazier music, if you don't mind.
I do not mind. I want to make sure I sing a song.
Oh, yes,
But
I love that song.
before that, a couple more of these songs.
We do have time for
Maybe three.
two, maybe three, depending on the length. So just so you know.
And I'm going to do two. I mean, three. I can do three.
We don't have a hard stop. I mean, it's basically the Sam
It's your
Frazier
show.
show. It just cuts into your playlist time.
Are you doing Drop D?
This is I wrote some music for a film Mike Frierson did about Fred Chappell. Do you know Fred Chappell is?
Fred Chappell was one of my mentors in college
Yeah.
when I was an English
Have you seen that
major.
movie?
Yes.
Well, some of my music's in
Yes, I heard it.
and this is a little instrumental guitar thing that I wrote words to after the movie.
Well, now I got to watch it again.
And, Drop D is a beautiful thing, but it's a liar. And so this goes out to Kelly, my wife.
Y'all got married not too long ago, right? A few years?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We got married the day after I turned 60.
Good job.
It's a good birthday
And I'll be
present.
64 this year. I think. I'll lose track.
Yeah, but who's counting?
Okay, it's called Treehouse. Still, it's not right. Climb up into your tree. Seems like there's no to find me. Tree. Climb to your tree. Seems like my kind of place. I here with Manic Square and take a breath. Listen to you. Like sharing of you, I see it's right. You see it too. I don't want to dream.
Amen. And Frazier in the treehouse.
Goes out to Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. Hope you're listening. Let's hear another one.
Huh?
Let's hear another one. You
Yeah.
said you had a couple to play.
I do. So, this is another one of the songs from way back in the day that I finished. It's a little tricky. But
Is it tricky for us or tricky for you?
I think it's tricky for everybody.
All right.
And we're playing it. Me and the band are playing it tomorrow night at the Doodad. But this is me practicing. It's called Horoscope. You see all my life like an overdue inspection, pretending to cope as the cycle starts to cast out, spinning out. Till you see what you see. Oh, look around this place as you're expecting. Our pupils keep distending with a jingle and a jangle, just searching for a negative. I see what I want when I read my horoscope. It's got a ball peen kick like a record bar. It's the ends of my rope. I can't tell apart my horoscope. See what I don't need a map, I can improvise direction. Don't need you till I run out of luck. Past tense, present, see what I. When I read my horoscope, it's got a ball peen kick like a record bar. It's the ends of my rope, I can't tell apart my horoscope. When I read my horoscope, it's got a ball being kicked like a wreck of art. It's the ends of my rope, I can't tell apart. My horoscope, I see what I want to see. I see what I want to see.
Sam Frazier live here in the studio. A song about confirmation bias. I see what I want to see.
Yeah, little song about confirmation.
But a ball peen kick like a
Wreck of art.
wreck of
Like
art.
a wreck of art. That. Wish I could steal that.
Yeah, I'm going to be unpacking
good.
that for a while.
Yeah. The main thing that changed about that song is point of view. The whole thing was about the person in the first verse, and then I was revisiting, and I was going, "Who am I to be pointing the finger at?"
Right?
So I think it came out okay.
I like that song.
It's tricky to play.
I'm
Okay,
a big
this one
fan
goes
of
out to
Sam
Bob.
Frazier songs. Oh, is this the song?
Huh?
Is this the song?
Yeah.
This is a great song. Rebecca Newton covered this on her great album, Blue
Yes,
Shirt.
she did.
Yeah. Great version of
It's
that song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
If the water is wishing almost crystal clear, another path you'll be on. It's a shortcut back next year. The sink splash in the sea, rippling through the atmosphere. I'll be skipping chords to you. You're always welcome. Into the atmosphere. Halo is tail should help you steer if they're perched upon your shoulder. They'll whisper demons get to you. Need some more to fear from you. Always welcome. Living in the atmosphere. We spread the best memories. Welcome. And we melt the rest down. No nest of souvenirs will fill this empty room till I raise a cheer. Live in the atmosphere. Here's to you. Live in the atmosphere. Here's to you.
studio. There are so many things we should be rippling through the atmosphere. Welcome here is definitely one of them. Thank you, man. It has been a fantastic hour of youth live here in the studio. We just hit the time where we're going to kill the live stream and we're going to jump into your playlist.
Right on. That's great.
So perfect timing. Say goodbye to the live stream.
Goodbye, live stream.
Off.